Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Emilia Zulaika Kifli and my ID is 012021071379. The mispronounced word is COVID. As we all know, the correct pronunciation is COVID. How would you want to pronounce it is that ko is your tongue is at its usual spot, and then you will need to open your mouth slightly and form an O with your mouth, which will also form an O sound. It will also release some soft air when pronouncing it. O. When you want to pronounce vid, your upper teeth will be at the bottom of your lip and then your tongue at the roof of your mouth. People usually mispronounce this word as COVID, which your mouth will open wider and then will emphasize on ko. There are also people that mispronounce it as COVID, but it is very rare because that was at the beginning of the COVID-19 when it started. Okay, so here is a clip on the pronunciation from a news video.
New research by experts working on the Zoe COVID study suggests that
the next word is wounded. Wounded is pronounced with your mouth forming a somewhat a duck face, and then soft air will be released when pronouncing it. This is for wound. And then the next part of the word is dead. And then dead is just dead. It is not pronounced as that. People mispronounce this as wounded instead of wounded. Okay, for wounded, this will require you to open your mouth and say wow and then adding N at the back. This is not the correct pronunciation. This is a clip from a news video on YouTube as how to pronounce the word wounded.
Police say they have wounded and detained the attacker.
Okay, so I think people mispronounce these words because some of them are not exposed to internet or people that may pronounce it correctly. Even me myself, there are some words that I am very unsure about the pronunciation. What I think I can do to improve this is that I can watch YouTube videos but only focuses on the British English because that is the standard English that we follow. Thank you.
Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Farza Husna. So the next word is passengers. Passenger means a person who is traveling in a transport besides the driver, for example, in a car, bus, train, and any other transportation. People often mispronounce it as passenger, but the correct pronunciation should be passengers. Can you see the difference? It should be pronounced as passengers and not passengers. So here is the video.
It's not everybody, but those who are vaccinated passengers from the European Union and Britain will be.
Moving on to the next word, which is broader. The word broader is quite similar to the word wider. It means covering a large scope of area or subjects. The mispronunciation often made by people is broader. It should be pronounced as broader and not broader. So here is the video.
Restrictions, and that's going to be part of a sort of broader policy for international.
So moving on to the next person. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day to my fellow classmates. I am Magat Imran bin Jafri. I will be introducing two mispronounced words, which is enthusiasm and democracy. So basically, enthusiasm. So before we start onto the analysis of the mispronounced words, I will show you a video on the targeted mispronounced words.
Other people have, right? So they have the enthusiasm and maybe the naivete of wanting to change the world.
So based on the video, the speaker did not produce the proper sound onto projecting the word enthusiasm. See, the speaker's way of producing N in either way is the same as it is when breaking down the word. So instead of pronouncing it as in, he proceeded of saying it as N, because the way we pronounce enthusiasm is actually by the proper pronunciation is like enthusiasm, as that what as that what is included in the British English of the word itself. So basically, the speaker, not only did the speaker say the word wrongly in the beginning, but also towards the end. See, the speaker proceeded by saying enthusiast with no M emphasized in the end of the word itself. So the correct proper pronunciation is supposed to be enthusiasm. Instead, the speaker actually did only say enthusiast. So this is resulting in an incomplete pronunciation of the targeted word. Okay, now on to the next video. The next video will be focused on another word, which is democracy.
Made, calling his actions a betrayal of democracy.
We need to go. Okay, from what had been analysed from the video, the word democracy was pronounced similarly to the Malaysia's national language of democracy. By breaking down the words, one should pronounce it the way of the British English, which is democracy. For example, according to the British English pronunciation, even without the transcript, the way it is properly pronounced also can be sound with democracy. Sometimes language from the video can be heard, like the Malaysians' way of pronouncing democracy, as the audio from the video itself might have interference of bad quality. That is why sometimes we do tend to misheard things as an incorrect way of pronouncing things and an incorrect way of sounding the vowels and consonants. Thank you. That's all from me.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Zahira binti Nashwat. So today I'll be explaining about the two mispronounced words from BBC News. The first mispronounced word is February. So February is the second month of the year. So Malaysian usually pronounce February as February, while the correct pronunciation based on British pronunciation is February. So, I will show you the video of how British people pronounce February in a correct way. This is the video.
For the first time since February, the US daily death...
Next, for the second mispronounced word in BBC News is eligible. Eligibles mean able to be chosen for something. It is like having a necessary qualities. Malaysian usually mispronounce this word as eligible, while the correct pronunciation is eligible. So, I will show you the video how British people pronounce eligible in a correct way. This is the video.
About 70 million people in the United States who are eligible to be vaccinated.
That's all from me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum and good day to Madam Fatin. My name is Sifnur Mizana binti Muhammad Fishal and I'll be presenting on the mispronounced words. Malaysians tend to mispronounce some words because we are lacking of English knowledge. So, these are the two words that Malaysians always mispronounce, which are colleague and Wednesday. Colleague is often used by Malaysians to refer to a person with whom they share a professional or business relationship. It is commonly pronounced clique by Malaysians. However, the pronunciation is wrong. So, here is the video on how to pronounce the word colleague correctly.
And your colleague described that time working with you and those...
The next word that Malaysians always mispronounce is Wednesday. Wednesday is one of the most commonly used words in Malaysia and it is used every single day because it is the name of a particular day of the week. However, Malaysians often pronounce it as Wednesday instead of Wednesday. So here is the video on how to pronounce the word Wednesday correctly.
Gave emotional testimony to Congress on Wednesday describing the abuse they...
That's all from me. Thank you.
The next word that we found is source. S-O-U Source. Malaysians have been pronouncing it wrong. They always pronounce it as source. Source. They pronounce it like S-O-R-S, source, which is wrong. In British English, we pronounce it as source, with the R being silenced. For the word S-O-U-R-C-E, we pronounce it as source.
According to a government source, at the weekend, just 10% of all petrol stations.
The next word is protect. P-R-O-T-E-C-T. Protect. Malaysians have been pronouncing it as protect. Protect. The reason is because the spelling is P-R-O, which is wrong. In British English, we pronounce it as protect, like P-R-U-H-T-E-C-T. Protect, not protect. And that is the correct pronunciation for the word protect. P-R-O-T-E-C-T.
Outlined how it intends to protect women and girls better in the wake